Hi guys, today we're going to wire up this simple 12 volt system. Even though I live off grid, our bigger system can be a little bit overwhelming to me. So my partner Mark suggested that I play with this 12 volt system. I take it apart, put it back together, put it together again, take it apart again. It's been a lot of fun learning how the components work together, how to wire up a system. It's given me confidence that I can troubleshoot the system a little bit better. So it's been a lot of fun learning. And let's go over the components. So we have Victron Energy equipment. This is a pure sine wave inverter. It's a Phoenix 12 volt 800 VA. Next to that is a VE Direct Bluetooth smart dongle, and this allows us to access and monitor our system via our smartphone or tablet. You just have to download the Victron Connect app. This is a smart solar charge controller. It's a 50 amp. This is a overcurrent protection for our charge controller. And this Blue Smart charger, it's not a necessary item, but it's pretty neat to have. So because our inverter is just an inverter and not an inverter charger, we need a way to charge our battery when the sun is not out. So with this, we can either plug into our generator and charge our battery that way, or if we're mobile, we can plug it into shore power and charge our battery that way too. And speaking of batteries, this is the Victron Energy AGM. It's a 12 volt, 165 amp hour battery. And then along with that, we have a fuse for our inverter. And that is it. Let's hook it up. So to wire our system up, we need 3 sets of cables. We've got PV cables to charge controller. And then we have another set of cables, charge controller to battery. And then finally we have battery to inverter cables. And that's it. Now we're ready to wire up our system. So on all the connections we're going to make, red is positive and black is negative. And they're color coded, so red to red, black to black. And we can hook up the smart dongle while we're here. There's a little port that says VE Direct, and it's an easy one. Charge controller, we're going to hook up the battery positive to the overcurrent protection, and then from the overcurrent protection onto the battery. And same with the negative. We'll go to our negative battery terminal. And finally, we've got our PV wire. It will be positive to positive. Negative to negative. Alright, to hook up our battery, we're going to start with the negative terminal. We're going to bring our negative inverter cable and hook it up to our negative battery terminal. The same with our negative charge controller to battery cable. And then we're also going to hook up our smart charger, negative. And then we'll place our flat washer, lock washer, and nut on the terminal. And I'll just hand tighten those for now. And on the positive side, we'll hook up or just place our 100 amp inverter fuse, slip it onto the positive terminal, and then we'll do the same as we did for the negative. We'll hook our inverter positive, our charge controller positive, and our smart charger positive, and then also our washer, lock washer, and nut. And hand tighten. And then before we commission our system, I'll go through and make sure all the connections are tight, and I'll go ahead and torque our battery connections to 80 inch-pounds, and then we can go outside and hook up our solar panels. So we ordered our PV cable in a 30-foot length with one male and one female end. You can get them in different lengths, but we went with 30. We cut it in half, so we have two 15-foot lengths, and we stripped back the wire, so we have about a ½ inch of wire exposed, which will go into our charge controller PV positive and negative terminals. Now, identifying the positive is easy. You just use your female for the positive, and that is because the PV or the solar male is always positive, so we want to be able to couple our male with our female positives. So most solar panels today have MC4 connectors. They will have a male connector and a female connector. The male will always be your positive, and we've indicated that with a red electrical tape. So the connection we're making is I'm just going to hook our female to our male with the click, and the same with that one. Always make sure that you do not connect or disconnect your MC4 connectors under a load. We've verified that our charger is disabled in our VE Connect app, so now we're ready to commission. Let's go ahead and turn on our inverter. It's just a simple switch. You can see the green power light come on. And also our smart dongle is alive and flashing. Go ahead and turn on our charge controller via the overcurrent protection. And you can see that flashing as well. We'll go ahead and enable our charge controller via the Victron Connect app. And you can see everything, all of our devices are listed on the device list. We have two smart lithium batteries. We'll talk about those later. And we have our VE Direct Smart, that's our Phoenix, and the Smart Solar is our charge controller. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. And then we'll click on Settings in the upper right and Battery, and then we'll choose Enable Charger. And that is it. Charger's enabled. We're making between 50 and 60 watts. You can see our voltage, our current, battery voltage and current. We're in absorb, which is good. On our inverter, we went ahead and plugged in a power strip. So let's see how our inverter's doing. You
can see it has a normal load right now. We have a light on. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the fridge. You can see how it spiked to high for just a few seconds and then went back down to normal. And we're making energy. That's what it's all about. So I hope you guys have fun playing with your own 12-volt system, and I'll catch you next time.